Hey guys, this is Scott. Welcome to The Drip, home of the 150% guarantee, where 100% of the time I'm going to be over 50% right. Every knife has a story. What we try to do here is at least give you a little bit of a story. It could be the beginning, brand new, could be middle, could be end. We just try to be as thorough, cover as many bases as we can. Welcome. Appreciate your time. You are here. You hit play. God, man, it feels great. I love it. The thing I don't love right now is being that it's July in the Midwest here. It's like we've got probably 7 days of 100-degree plus weather. So trying to find a way to stay cool, but some of us, it just comes naturally. Stay cool. That's easy. Guys, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. And also you can follow me on Instagram, Casey Blade Drip. If you're there, I'm there too. It'd be nice to see you. If not, let's keep jamming on what we're doing. I'm going to do something a little different. Now, I probably will not do another one of these type of videos in the future, but I'm going to do a EDC / daily carry, just so you guys get an idea a little bit more of myself and maybe my thinking daily and what I'm actually, when I leave the house, what I try to have on me most of the time. If I'm going to the pool and I've got a swimsuit or some shorts on, it may be a different carry, but I would say most of the time, what I'm going to go over is going to be things that I, in some form of fashion, keep and carry. Now, this will never be a gun channel. I've been trained, I have become proficient in a lot of different types of firearms and weapons. But I will not go through and be showing off a lot of guns on my channel. I'm going to show one today just because it is part of my EDC, but I'm not, I don't discuss or show those off for the most part. So I'm just kind of giving you guys that a tidbit of information here. So let's get into my daily carry. First thing is that I always have my watch. Okay, so this is my Garmin. Got the titanium band. This is the Solar Tactic Delta, something to that effect. I've had this probably a year and a half or so. But just got this set up with my notifications. It's got a lot of different features and functions on this that I can use. So that's something that I typically will wear every day. I'll just sit this here. Another thing is, I've got a lot of different rings. This is a skull ring that I keep on me all the time. I wear this all the time. This is sentimental value. It means certain things to me and represents certain things myself. And a couple of my brothers have these, and we wear these, and we got these at a specific time. So that's always on me as well. The next thing that I wear is having a good belt or something that I can wear with a lot of different type pants or even shorts. And that is going to be my core belt. And this thing is neat because it has a track system on it. It's very sturdy. It's got a nice lock up on it here, how this just slides in and you can hear it. So you put it on, adjust it as much as you need. And then down here at the bottom, it's got a little release latch that you just push, and then it comes out. So this is a belt that I'm usually wearing. I'm gonna kind of just keep this right here. So I love this belt. It has given me support and great use for probably the past, I'd say, year. And I've got a few other styles and types of belts as well, but this is the one that I tend to have every day. The next thing, I always have a pair of sunglasses. So I grabbed these. I mean, nothing particularly special, but whether it's day, night, anytime, I'll have glasses on. They could be a light shaded tint. They could be darker if it's bright out. With some different issues and things, and over the many years, I like wearing sunglasses or some form of glasses. Many different reasons for that. Whether it be style with what I'm wearing, or I don't want people watching my eyes and what I'm observing daily. Just different reasons are involved. The next thing that I have is my Ridge wallet. I've tried many different types of wallets over the last several years, and this one is the best that I like so far. It's very minimal. You got room for your cards inside. It's got this stretchy material. On 3 sides, they go in the top. Place for cash. I keep a couple business cards in here, and I drop this in my pocket. I love this little wallet. So this is part of my daily EDC carry as well. Okay. On to the next thing. I typically, again, I don't ever set anything in stone, guys, but I typically will have some form of a flashlight. The one that I am probably pocketing and carrying, I would say 80 to 90% of the time, it's going to be my Surefire Stiletto Pro. This is the aluminum. I flipped the pocket clip to where I have the headlamp down in my pocket. I love this flashlight. It goes up to, I think, 1,000 lumens. I've got it set to where if I pull it out, I just hit the tail cap. It's going to give me 1,000 bright, and I can shine it wherever I need it. You can cycle through here. It's rechargeable, so I can plug this in USB and charge this. I just love this flashlight. It's not too big. Some of my round flashlights I have are actually thicker than this one. So this is my current flashlight that I will have with me. Okay. On to my next current EDC. Now, I try, again, most of the time, to have some form of a fixed blade on me. Now, some of the things up to what we're getting into with my knives and stuff, you may not have seen. I usually carry at least one knife that I'm going to review in the future, so I can be getting used to it and what it feels like and using it. I usually carry one that's going to be an automatic of some form, one that's a flipper of some form. I carry a smaller one. These are all going to be folding. And then I have a fixed blade. So I typically carry 3 to 4 knives on me daily. So the first that I'm going to show you, it's a fixed blade. This will be something that in the future at some point I'll review and talk about. I've had this for probably 8 months. It's one of my favorite fixed blades, and that's going to be the SBD. This is Borka. This is kind of like a custom. You see you have the Borka emblem. There is no Microtech emblem on here. This is M390. You've got custom scales on here by Two Saints. Serrated, plain edge. This is just a badass knife, guys. And again, I'll talk about this. This is really easy to pull out. It's full steel tang and everything. So I carry this or a fixed blade on me most all the time. So I'll lay this here. The next thing I'm going to show you is actually, I do carry a firearm. All the way back to my military experience and then going into some private security that I did for a few years in Saudi Arabia. I've pretty much always had some form of a firearm on me. So I'm comfortable. And guys, your EDC should be something that you're comfortable with. Don't get into loading your shit down and having a bunch of stuff on you, because what'll happen, you'll do it a time or two and but then you'll get frustrated and you'll be like, well, I'm going to drop this, I'm going to drop that. Make sure, because what you get used to really carrying, then you'll be comfortable with it. So I may carry some things that you don't, and that's fine. Just be comfortable with your daily carry. Some people are not comfortable with firearms. Some people just don't, they're big or they're heavy or they just don't like having them on them. And I totally get that. Again, I won't be showing off anything in the future that are mine. I like keeping that private. But I'm going to show it because this is a true EDC video that I'm doing for you guys. This is my firearm right now that I've been carrying for a while. This is the P365 by SIG. Okay, so we'll go ahead here and clear. So there's nothing in here. This is my current EDC. I like a smaller 9mm. This is not overbearing for me. Like I said, it is smaller. I'm going to put this back in, but I'm not cocking it. Don't flip out on me, guys. But this is a really comfortable. I haven't had to change anything on this. It's exactly the way it is. I use this thing. I practice with it. It feels good. I've got the extender down here at the bottom. So anyways, that being said, this is what I carry. This is by Upper Hand Holsters. I like having something on my belt. I've carried around my waist, in my waistband. I've carried it around my belly. I've carried it in a shoulder harness. I mean, I've had a lot of different ways I've carried. This is my favorite. When we slide this in, locks in good. This is where it clips onto your belt. I like the ones that are the easy removal, so I can snap it on. Your belt is right in this area. So this is my waist. My shirt hangs directly over this, and you really don't even notice it. The way it's contoured, it keeps it up against my body really snug. So this is what I carry. So I'm just going to lay this here. Again, I'm just kind of wanting to give you a true thought, or actually show you my EDC. I'll turn it around. Yes, it is unloaded. I'm not tripping on that shit. The next thing that I'm going to show you is going to be my 3 folding knives. Again, one of these is going to be one that I typically am going to be reviewing in the future. And then the other 2, I just kind of mix in, or I change these up a little bit more. The first one is going to be the Tucson TS270. I just ended up doing this review, but I'm still carrying this knife with me right now just because I really like this knife. It's comfortable. So for a while, I'll be carrying this knife, and then I'll change this up with something different. My next knife that I carry, usually it's a smaller one that I just can pull out, or I could hand to somebody that's not going to flip them out or make them all feel weird. This is going to be the SOG, and this is the Ultra XR. This thing's tiny. It's like a credit card. I'll review this in the future, but right now, this thing I'm also carrying daily. So I just wanted to show it to you. And then the last knife right now that I'm carrying on me is going to be the Heretic, and this is the Medusa. This is like an all blacked out version. I got this one a little while ago. I'll end up reviewing this one, even though I just did a custom Medusa that I reviewed, which is dude, it's a crazy, crazy blade. But this one, I like the tactical black and everything. Again, I will review this, but this is one of my autos that I'm carrying right now. So with that being said, guys, this is Scott's EDC at the Drip. I appreciate your time and watching. If nothing else, this just gives you a little bit of insight into the things that I most of the time carry. Coming out in the future, guys, I love talking about knives. I try to rotate different knives. I try to release content Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for my new content. Those days could shift a little bit depending on my personal schedule, but that's what I try to do. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to just kind of keep up to date. We're plowing through shit like bosses. When we get to 500 subs on the channel, I'm going to have a nice giveaway that we're going to have some fun with. Pull out my special die, and we're going to go with the flow on that and make somebody, well, hopefully all you guys are happy. That's why I'm here, so that I get to talk with you guys just like you're sitting at the table with me. So put down in the comments, just very simply what your EDC is. Do you carry one knife? Is it usually the same knife? What's a favorite brand? What's the weather like? Are you dealing with cool breezes through your long flowing locks? Oh, and I always wear a cover. I'd say most of the time, a hat. So that's another thing I usually wear. But yeah, let me know in the comments, what's going on with you and your daily carry, your rotation, things of that nature. We'll continue our journey. We'll keep learning about each other, sharing time. Satu Dave and, so many people, Grumpy Grunt, love his channel. He's so friendly. He does so many things for so many people. And I'm just slowly continuing to meet and talk with people, guys, which is good for me. This is a very therapeutic thing. I needed to get out of my shell a little bit more than being a hermit since COVID and all that crap took over. So anyways, with that, man, remember our pets, remember our vets. The little guys, the big guys, the furry guys, the shaved guys, whatever that look in their eye, the love they give us. They're special, love them up. And the vets, the ones that served, the ones that, they help to support what we do and what we want and what we have, everything. So I love my brothers and sisters very much. And with that being said, I appreciate your time. Be well. Be you. Like what you have in the mirror every day. And so many people say stay sharp. You know what? I'm going to have to change the end of the way that I say goodbye to you guys, because I'm a leader. I'm somebody that's going to go forward with new things. And I don't like feeling like that I'm somehow following or taking stuff from people. I guess I take a little bit from everybody just to get an idea of where I'm going myself. But with that being said, I'm going to have some more stuff coming out here this week for you. And thank you so much for your time. Be safe. Be you. I'm out.